What's going on, guys? It's Ethan, and we're back with another episode of Triangle Talk. Triangle Talk is a podcast about young entrepreneurship, just becoming a better version of yourself. And we are back at it again here with
Cory Infinite, aka Infinite Pieces.
And Seth McGrew, and today we are going to talk about how entrepreneurship isn't easy. Recently, as we've all seen throughout social media and on the news, entrepreneurship is getting hyped up and put on this pedestal that it's some easy task and it's not daunting by any means. We realize that it's very difficult as we're doing it. You go through a lot of hiccups, a lot of failures, a lot of failing forwards, and a lot of it's not easy. You have to put in the extra hours, be willing to work when other people don't want to. It simply isn't as easy as social media makes it out to be. Ethan, what are your thoughts on this, Cory? What are your thoughts on this?
shit's trendy right now for sure. I mean, if you go on the internet, like, bro, like, it's so trendy. Like, I sent you guys that video and I was kind of talking about, like, how being an entrepreneur is almost like being, like, a rock star nowadays. Like, how kids, like, grow up and they, like, want to be an entrepreneur. And, like, I feel like that's slowly going to become more and more prevalent and become even more of a trend in the next upcoming years. Because it already is, right? But, like, I don't think it's at the peak of what it could be, I think.
I agree.
I feel like being like an entrepreneur kind of shows everyone else that like you kind of like your schedule is up to you and like you have time to do whatever you want to do kind of. I feel like that's kind of why it's hyped up. Maybe it's just because it's like it's on you.
Work from home.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want whenever you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't remember who I was talking to. But they were telling me that like clients control the schedule. Might have been like my grandparents or my dad. Love you guys if you're listening or watching. But
That's so true. You're always gonna have a boss.
Yeah, they were saying
clients
that,
are your boss.
Yeah. Exactly. They were saying the clients control you. I believe that to an extent, because here's where I disagree. I agree that like clients come first. Customer service. You have to keep those clients. You have to keep those people happy to keep your company running. But at the end of the day, you have the ability as an entrepreneur to tell them no, or to hire somebody to do that for you. Like you can hire somebody,
a contractor.
that's going to do the job for you to deal with the clients. Like you can make it so you're as hands off as you want to be. You can make that business whatever the hell you want it to be because it's your business. But back to entrepreneurship not being easy. I feel as though I'm working a 9-to-5 right now with a law firm. When I get home, and even the bits and pieces that I get time throughout the workday, sometimes I'll try to work on the business, shoot an email at a prospective client or something like that. When I get home, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm podcasting with these guys.
This is working as well.
Yeah,
this
is
really doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it doesn't. At all.
Like we're still building up our social medias.
Yeah. And just creating content that hopefully one day can build something, build a pyramid, a triangle.
It will. It will. Right now we're planting seeds. I feel like we're in a really good position because I feel like shit like becoming an entrepreneur like is gonna become like even more trendy like I was saying, and I feel like shit like people are gonna look back at this and be like, dang, like they have all this content and now I can consume it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like in a year from now when we have our moment, like people can just go back.
That's what I want. It's for like people,
you know what I'm saying?
To be able to look at our podcast and just scroll and never find the end.
Exactly.
Like I want them to like have to like scroll 50 times to get to the very first episode.
Like they'll never run out of content, and like by the time they're done consuming it all, like bro, like they'll feel like they will know us almost.
That's why that's
you
kind
know
of
what I'm
like
saying?
that kind of relates to like my pieces kind of because like I try to make a piece every single day and
365.
Like kind of like this podcast, we're trying to drop a podcast like every single day.
6 out of 7
6 out of 7 days a week.
Yeah, that'll be 310 or so out of the whole entire year.
It's a cracked amount.
Yeah.
It's a lot if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's quick and it's fast in the micro, slow in the macro though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're slowly gonna get there, but we're moving quick Tuesdays and Thursdays, making these, pumping them out.
It's crazy how fast time goes though.
We're already
in
on
macros,
30 something.
You know what I mean? Like that's insane.
It's insane. We've been doing
I feel
this
like we just started.
I feel like Seth just came up with the idea when we were over there.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
think about this.
I know, bro. We were literally over
sitting
there.
right there.
I remember that. It's like perfectly like it was last week.
We were talking. We were having like a good conversation, and I was like, "We should make a." What did I say? We should make
Like
a podcast.
Yeah, you were
right?
like
we were talking
I was
about
like,
how we should make content. Shit, like, and then you were like, "Oh, this is content."
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is literally content
You know?
right now.
Yes.
That's
now we're doing
crazy.
this.
And that, oh, bro, that's so good. Because having a podcast is just the top, and then it trickles down TikTok, Instagram. You can put it on all these other platforms, YouTube. I feel like having a podcast is just the easiest way to just create content and have people consume it. I would say.
I agree. All right, back to entrepreneurship not being easy. It's a difficult thing because you are your own boss. You do decide your own schedule, but that's also a tough aspect of it because sometimes you might feel lazy. Sometimes you might think that you don't want to work. But man, you got to have the ability and have that discipline to know that you have to work hard and you have to grind at specific times. Like, it takes so much self-discipline to know, all right, I got to not scroll on TikTok. I can't watch a movie right now. I have to be working.
That's the hardest part. There's no one over your shoulder.
Yeah, there's nobody.
It takes so much discipline is what I've realized from going like full time into this with real estate and like quitting college. It takes so much more discipline than I expected.
Nobody's telling you what to do.
Yeah.
I've learned like so much stuff that I never thought I would know during this process. Like you have to buy a domain for a website. It's a monthly subscription. I didn't know that. I figured you just bought the thing or you just made the website. You didn't need to buy it. And then making the website, there's website servers and hosts that you have to make your website on. Google subscriptions, stuff like that. They have like a Google Calendar and like, oh man, there's so many things that I never would have known before. I know how to build a website. I hated it.
It's a very important skill to know.
Yeah, but entrepreneurship isn't as easy as it's made out to be because I had to learn how to do all these things by myself. I watched YouTube videos for hours learning how to design that damn website. I called Paymon probably 50 times asking for help. I did research on Google My Business, how to make your business pop up on that right side of the screen like a Walmart does when you look up Walmart and it pulls up the nearest location. I had to learn how to do these things.
Yeah.
And I had nobody teaching me saying, oh, just look this up, honey. And Paymon has been a ton of help. But in the end, it was a lot of self-taught. Some people may not be cut out for that.
A lot of people aren't.
It just takes a lot of focus. I don't know. I feel like if you're not focused, if you don't have focus, you're not gonna.
Yeah. What do you mean by focus?
Just not getting distracted by, like we were saying.
Like your phone.
Yeah, or just little things like that. And I mean, everyone struggles with that. I mean, I think even like the people that are most focused could do a better job at being more focused.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. But yeah, you just gotta have focus if you want to get something done or achieve something.
One thing that's funny that I'm thinking about right now, so like when I was doing school and then work with a law firm, so it'd be like after I'd get home from work, I'd get off at 5, I'd have school at like 6:30, so I'd like hustle home, eat quick, then I'd get on Zoom for school, and then afterwards I would need to do homework. So then in that time period, I'm just thinking back, and I'm like, man, I wasn't focused. I was finding any excuse possible to get up out of my desk chair and like go do something. Like, I don't know. I was like, oh, my room really needs picked up right now. Like,
wait.
My room was clean.
From your homework?
Yeah, from homework.
Well,
not
that
from
was
school.
That was your passion, though. You know what I mean?
What, homework?
Yeah, like that wasn't your thing.
Oh, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's
like
I wasn't focused on it because I didn't like it.
Yeah, exactly. So that doesn't even matter.
Yeah, you're
Find something that you like to be focused on, and then it will fall in place as you keep doing it and keep working hard at it.
I hated every minute of it, dude.
Same, yeah.
It was all silly.
I didn't like school that much either and stuff, and like homework. I didn't like any of that.
How could you like that?
Yeah.
It's just following rules. I feel like.
Well, it's
and just doing
silly
busy
stuff.
work.
Who
likes doing busy?
Well, if you like math or something, you'll actually do it.
Yeah.
Like some people like that stuff.
Yeah.
Some people enjoy doing that. It's just like we have different passions. And
I like math. Like, bro, I could be like an accountant and crunch.
No way.
All day.
Really?
Real talk, shit like I could.
I could never do that.
Shit like I could just do math all day.
Oh shoot.
I actually really enjoy math. Like, I don't know if I could necessarily do it all day. Like, maybe I exaggerate, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah. Sounds like it. I found that in certain situations, I thought I was doing silly stuff. Like, in my speech class, we were giving 3-minute speeches on anything. And like I'm sitting here listening to some dude talk about Pokemon cards and like another girl talking about like cooking
cards.
Yeah.
Not
You're gonna say that in front of
Ethan.
Ethan.
I know you like your Pokemon cards, but do I want to sit there and listen to a 3-minute speech about Pokemon cards? No.
Bro, I could talk for half hour about Pokemon cards.
Alright, Ethan's a Pokemon addict. Alright. But and then when it came down to it, my speech teacher, I don't think she spoke very well. She don't get me wrong, funny. She was a very sweet, like young college grad.
Pretty.
She was. I wouldn't say that she was. She was very kind and she was nice. She was very positive during class. She was like, "Hey gang, how are you doing today?" Like she was trying to be personable.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, I don't think she was a great speaker in a sense. Like she didn't captivate the audience.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was teaching how to speak from somebody that I didn't think was a good speaker.
Yeah.
It seems so silly.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. It's like going to business school, getting taught
going
by
to business
who's never
school.
ran a business.
Yes.
Having an entrepreneurship class from someone who's never been an entrepreneur.
Never ever.
Bro.
Yeah, that's broke.
God, bro, like
that's
she's like,
broke.
I would love to be a teacher and teach an entrepreneurship class, like when I'm 34 years old.
You need a degree.
That would be. Fuck that. I'll just come in as a guest speaker.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's what I would love to do. I'd love to be a guest speaker.
Yeah.
But man, entrepreneurship simply isn't easy. How do you think that I have a question. Did you guys watch like Shark Tank when you were younger?
Of course.
Did you want to be an entrepreneur at that age?
Not really, no.
Dude, I
know
did so bad.
Wait, really?
Dude, when I was younger, I'd be like watching so in my old house, it was set up so like in the basement there was like couches and then the TV right here, and then if you walk into the other room, like half the basement was finished. That was finished. And then the other half is like a storage room. Right? So in that storage room there was like a big arts and crafts area that my mom had set up because like she really promoted creativity.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd like watch Shark Tank. I'd see all these people coming up with all these sick inventions, and I'd be like, God, I want to own my own business. I want to make something.
That's dope.
Yeah, what the heck?
I'd leave that.
Never shared that.
I'd go,
yeah, for real.
I'd go to like the craft area, and I'd start like making things that I thought were like inventions or something like that.
That's so sick.
And it was so it was cool, but it's like it's so silly looking back. I don't know.
I used to like kind of like coming up with like inventions. That was kind of like my thing when I was like really young. I wanted to invent something and then like somehow make a living by selling that.
Yeah, dude, I had like the duct tape stuff, like duct tape wallets, purses, all that stuff. I tried to sell it.
You'd be trapping those.
No, I would sell all the stuff, or like paracord bracelets. I was selling.
I was doing that.
Yeah, I tried to do like wood burnings recently. I was trying to sell those on like Etsy.
That's
like
cool.
I've been trying to like start entrepreneurial adventures.
Yeah.
All throughout my life, like none of them have like really really taken off.
Yeah, I can kind of relate to that too. Like I used to sell like these power bracelet, like the like balance things, and then like middle school I used to like be really big into like sneakers and reselling sneakers and stuff on eBay. And then I didn't do much in high school with it. That's when I started doing more photography.
Yeah.
But then like, you know, after high school I obviously started up my business and I'm now selling clothing pieces. So
yeah. Boom. Me and my girlfriend tried to like resell thrift store stuff. Yeah. Like we go find the pieces.
You were telling me that.
Yeah, we post the pictures. Like I don't know, there's so many entrepreneurial adventures that we tried and didn't succeed. Like it just goes to show entrepreneurship is not easy. Like I've tried out all these things, done all these things throughout my life. And I'm not trying to say when I was 8 years old I was going to have a thriving business. But like I stopped doing it. I used to like have lemonade stands constantly throughout the summer, and I would sell
to do that too.
I would sell like balloon animals while I was selling the lemonade too.
Dang.
Like I was trying to do all these things.
That's
to make
so
money.
cool.
Balloon animals.
Yeah. My man was different.
I'm good
My man's lemonade stand was different.
That is, bro.
He was coming with the lemonade and the balloons.
It was it. But
that's funny.
All these things and
that's real young entrepreneur type shit.
It is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that's really cool.
This stuff truly is not easy. I spend hours worrying about it. Recently, I've been worried that like it's not gonna work out. Like it's an extra weight on my shoulders that I'm worried about.
I've kind of had that feeling recently as well.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not fucking scared.
Nah, but like you can't be.
I agree. I shouldn't be. I should be
You know
like
what I mean?
delusional about my success. Like I'm going to continue. I will persist until I succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna.
No,
continue to
I
grind.
even find myself tripping over that too.
Uh-huh.
You know, I could definitely do a better job at that, but you got to trick yourself into just believing that it will work out.
Yeah.
As long as you keep doing it and keep staying focused.
I agree. I need to just fake it till you make it, dude. Tell
Yeah.
myself. That's why I've been thinking about like those bracelets. So I'm like, man, I'm worried that like social growth isn't gonna work out. Let's get some other source of income going.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to figure something else out on the side.
It's good to have your hand in like a bunch of different areas too.
Well, it's fingers in different baskets.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
There you
not hands, but just like
Yeah.
you separate them, like those two right there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are bracelets and social growth.
Mm-hmm.
This hand's at the law firm now.
Hey, we all got one on a podcast though
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah. Sorry. The thumbs on the podcast over here.
Yeah.
The hands of the law firm.
Yeah.
I like to think about it that way. But what I find is you can only spread yourself so thin. Like you can only
Facts.
dip
You
in
can't
so
be
many
doing
baskets.
too much,
True,
or else you're
true.
gonna do nothing at all.
True.
Because
Yeah.
I'd get overwhelmed, and I've done it
Exactly.
before.
Yeah.
I've done it consistently.
I feel like that's a good thing and a bad thing, but I kind of feel like it's a good thing. I mean, you're ambitious. You want a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I was doing school, the law firm, and the business. I couldn't handle it. I had to let one go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show, like, you can't spread yourself too thin, or else you won't succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But at least I realized that before I failed miserably.
At what, school?
Anything, dude. Anything. It could have been bad. Like, something was bound to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think that, I don't want to say normal or general people. Let's just say in general, what do you think people will struggle with entrepreneurship? Like, what's going to be difficult for the average Joe? Why isn't it easy for every single person?
Self-discipline, I feel like we kind of already talked about that, but
You stand by that?
yeah, but like self-discipline is definitely the hardest part for me, at least,
So you
so
think
far.
So you think entrepreneurship isn't cut out for everybody because not everybody's going to have that discipline to work when they don't want to work.
Exactly.
To do things when they know they should, but they simply don't want to.
100%.
Cory, what do you think?
Just being disciplined and just kind of like finding the thing, like your thing. I feel like,
Facts.
because like you're not gonna if you kind of force something because you want something out of it more than like just loving it, like loving the process for it and stuff. I just don't think it will work out. I think
So, like, find your niche.
find your passion, your
Okay.
thing, and I think it'll be a lot easier to stay focused and get stuff done, because if you don't like doing it, then
In the first
why are you
place.
gonna keep doing
Yeah.
it?
So you think it might be difficult because people might not be finding their passions through their entrepreneurial ventures?
I think you gotta like know that this is your thing to really, but like you don't need to like be successful or anything.
You
but,
gotta
like,
keep trying things, though.
Yeah.
At the same time.
try things, and just once you find out what it is, run at it fast
Run
as
at it.
hell.
Face first, run into the wall.
Yeah.
I agree, man. I think that entrepreneurship isn't easy for everybody because I don't think a lot of people have the grit or that oomph, the ability to
Self-belief.
yeah,
as
like
well.
enough self-belief, the ability to say like, I'm going to keep doing this until I succeed. I don't care if I fail 100 times. I don't
A
care
lot
if
of
I
people are
fail
scared of
1,000
failure
times.
as well.
Failure holds them back. You
Yeah.
have to believe in yourself and know, I'm going to continue to do this until I succeed. I don't give a shit what happens. I don't give a shit if I lose money. I don't care if people look down upon me. But I'm going to keep going until I grind, like you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're struggling with making a sale. It's a difficult thing what you're doing. You're trying
Mhm.
to find that needle in a haystack.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference between winners and losers
Is people that keep
Yeah.
searching.
that continue to go regardless of how hard it gets or how much doubt that you have in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
you just continue to go because that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you should do.
Hunted.
That's the difference.
Hunted right there.
Facts.
Clipped for TikTok right there. Late
Yeah.
at night, for sure.
Shoot, guys. Okay, so we figured out what's difficult. Are you proud of what you've said, gentlemen?
I'm proud of what I said.
I'm proud.
All right, guys.
Wrap it.
I'll wrap it up here.
TikTok rap.
All right, folks. Today we talked about how entrepreneurship is not easy. Although a lot of people think that it's trendy right now to start your own business, do your own thing, be your own boss, it isn't all that it's cut out to be. In the long run, you have to stay disciplined with what you're doing. You have to have that self-discipline that's going to keep you grinding day in, day out. You have to have the ability to work when you don't want to work, but you know that you should work. That self-discipline is very hard to find. In addition to that, you have to know what your passion is. If you have your passion and you go after that entrepreneurial venture, you're going to succeed regardless of anything else. If you find your passion, the money will come. And in addition to that, you have to have a stupid self-belief. You have to know that you are going to continue trying until you succeed and that you will not fail. You will continue to try even when you fall down. You will pick yourself up and continue to walk forwards and move on because you have that stupid self-belief that nobody else has. That's what entrepreneurship takes. Thank you for tuning in to Triangle Talk. We will catch you next time, folks.
Hunted.